Tell us about your journey since beginning till now.
After finishing my BDS, like any other doctor,
Tell us about your interview experience.
so I said I have to attend 2 interviews.
Approximately how much time this process take you?
If I'm saying it correctly, I still remember I started my
During the visa process, how was the visa process?
visa process is about
How did it went? Did the doctors help you after you land in Germany?
journey to Germany. I was like,
What is your take on the process? Is it completely doable? We have a very special guest today. Please, doctor, introduce yourself.
hello doctor, my name is Dr. Shrudeepi. I am from Kerala. I finished my BDS dental degree from Krishnadevaraya College. I finished it in 2020. Like from 2020, I was working in my native. That's all about me.
Right now, you are on a hygienist program in Germany, right?
Yeah. And I am doing an Ausbildung program here in Swapnil.
Tell us about your journey since beginning till now. How did you achieve that step by step? What did you do? What are the things you have to do and all that thing? Please share your journey in detail.
After finishing my BDS, like any other doctor, I was also thinking about the different ways in which I can move forward. I thought about PG, I thought about moving to different countries and all. Everyone is doing the same thing. I also looked for other countries like Canada, Australia and all, but I don't feel like it's the journey is little bit different. It's not that easy to reach those destinations so fast. I accidentally came upon your channel, Indian Dentist in Germany. I used to watch each and every programs and all the things I did have uploaded in the channel. I find it so interesting. Later, I found there is an option called Ausbildung program. I find it's like quite reliable for me because I do have the chance of like coming to Germany, learning things new. I find it's really good. What I did is first I booked a Zoom call with you that I will get more information. So I did a detail as we have already discussed we got a lot of information about how to do things in Germany and all. Once I get a correct idea about how the things work here, I started my first step, that is preparing for B2 exam. German language exam. I was working in a clinic in my hometown. Along with that, I was preparing for B2 language exam. It took almost like 1 year for me to finish from A1 to B2. After completing B2, I again connect with you and started with the documentation process. Because of you, I got an interview call. Also, the interview also went good. I got my chance in my second interview call. I could clear the second interview. So that's how I could sit here today.
First of all, congratulations on your achievement that you are now in Germany. I think now it is 10 days or 2 weeks time around. Yeah, so you are in Germany. Just tell us about your interview experience. What do the generally clinic owner expect from you? Do they ask too much of a dental question? Do they ask for your experience and all that stuff? How was your experience? Are they friendly people? Are they very strict and all that thing? Did you see in your both the interviews?
So I said I have to attend 2 interviews. My first interview, it was like my first experience. I was also a little startled about how the things are working. Both the doctors are actually friendly. In both of the interview, they were asking like what all the tasks I was good at. I mean, what all things we do here, because they want to like differentiate or they want to make a comparison whether we would able to do the jobs here. Even though as a dental hygienist, we should able to manage the patient to some level. They want to know whether we are good at managing or something like that. So mainly they asked about what all the tasks or what are the procedures we used to do in India. So I said we will make like X-rays. But now I understood making X-ray in India is totally different from doing it here. And impression making. But in India, we do have like some more wider things to do as a dentist as compared to a dental hygienist. Generally, they asked about that question in both the interviews. And in my second interview, I asked something related. I mean, my second boss was second doctor was much more friendlier. He was asking more about like personal things means what the hobbies, from which year you passed out, what is your famous places in your place, all these things.
Many times very much excited about our culture and they want to know a lot of stuff and all that.
Why I am choosing dental hygienist, even though I am a dentist in India, all those general steps, but not much into our experience, like how many years did we have experience. They are not concerned about all these things, but the general things like how we can manage a clinic. I think that they feel is something very important for them.
I would say most important thing is the language. because this interview is mostly to check that whether you can actually communicate with them or not. It's not like that they ask some dental question. If you don't answer, then they will feel you. Right? So this is not an exam. It's like for them that you should be able to understand what they are asking, and would you be able to react to it rightfully or not. That is, I think, idea behind this kind of thing. After your interview and all this thing, approximately how much time this process take you? Around 6 to 7. How much months did you wait to get this thing done?
If I'm saying it correctly, I still remember I started my B2, German examination preparation somewhere around 2022 last October. It's like 2 years for me to reach here. Like, as I said, I took almost like 1 year to finish till B2, because B2 exam is like, we have to pass from A1, A2, B1, B2, and we have to get an exam spot.
Yeah.
I got the B2 on my second chance. I couldn't clear it in the first. Again, it's like
it took A1 till B2, you mean to say, language. Yeah.
I have to like wait, then documentation, then I have to wait for the interview call. I have to interview research. Again, I have to do, like, almost it took like 2 years time.
Yeah. During the visa process, how was the visa process? What did the visa officer ask you, and how much time it took you to get the visa and all that thing? Visa experience.
Visa process is somewhat like easier for me. I was actually expecting a lot. I didn't submit my documents in embassy. I did it in BFS in my state. They don't ask any questions related to anything. We just have to submit the documents and the biometric. Also, the visa I got, I think within 10 days or like 14 days, I got the visa also. Like, once I cleared the interview, everything was going very fast and good.
The most important portion in this hygienist thing is to get the interview, land the interview. It is not that easy, because clinic owners, it is also like a gray area. No, they don't know who you are, what you are, whether you are a right person or not. When you come on this Ausbildung hygienist program, for them, they give you the contract for 3 years. That is their guarantee. They need to give you a guaranteed contract, take the responsibility, bring you here and all that. How did it went? Did the doctors help you after you land in Germany? How was the approach then? I think it was your first travel to Germany. You must be nervous and all that. How did you tackle all those things?
Journey to Germany, as I was like excited. At the same time, I had a little bit of anxiety, because it was like a completely new culture, new people, new faces. Everything is strange to me. Yeah, again, as I said, my doctor is like super friendly, super cool. He came here to pick me up. On the next day, I was with him for the whole day. He was showing me the German. He actually accompanied me to buy some of the stuff. He showed me the office. He is the one who rented. Right now I'm staying in a hotel, and he's the one who is renting the hotel, everything. He was like super cool, and he knows I'm coming from India. My language was not that good, even though I have B2. It's like, slowly, you should improve your language. You should get into like assistance. From the doctor side, I was like completely satisfied. There's no tension. Only the thing is that I have to get cope with the German. That's all.
Yeah. It's important that, during this early beginning time, someone is there to, have a patience and invest the time on you and give you the enough chance that you can prove yourself. That is very important. You have started your program, right? 1 week or something like that. How did you find it? I know it will be in the beginning very overwhelming and all that, but how do you find the staff and the system, and what are your experience based on this? That how is the clinical experience here?
As I said, I was working in my hometown. There, the number of assistants is limited, but here the things are completely different. We have a lot of assistants and limited number of doctors. I think it's the right way to run a clinic, and it is the most efficient way to run a clinic. Even the Mitarbeit, the colleagues, they are also very good with me. They used to ask me like every day, almost like every day, like, are you okay? Do you want anything? The whole staff is like. And actually, the clinic in which I am working, it is like running by a family. Doctor's dad, they are both doctors, and their mom, she is the one who's doing the administrative. I have stepped into a house with a lot of members. That's all.
Yeah, you are now the part of the family.
Exactly.
Very nice to hear. What about your program? What is your working time? Do you need to work full time? And on your visa, what about the extra work permit and all that? It is generally written on your visa and all that. Can you share those things with everyone?
Actually, my work time is like, as we know, Germany is known for their work-life balance. We only have to work like 5 days a week. Weekends will be like completely free. In those 5 days, I have to attend like 2 days in school and 3 days in clinic. 2 days means Tuesdays and alternate Fridays. One Friday I have to be in here clinic, one day I have to be in school. Again, it's like Wednesday, it's like till 12 o'clock. Again, we are free after that. We also need time because we need to learn language. We have to learn the things in school also. It's like we have enough time for everything, for clinic, for studies, for ourselves. Like a good complete balance is there.
What did they teach you in school? You have been to school already or still not?
Yeah, I have attended one day. It's like teaching the very basics like FTA system. We all know that. Anatomy of oral cavities, even though we know it, it's completely in a different language. It's like we have to again start from the basics.
What about the extra work permit? Did you receive any extra work permit or something like that with your visa?
Yeah, like in visa it is given like we can work like I have to work in clinic because there is an Ausbildung trainer. Along with that, I do have a 10 hours of like extra work permit so that I can work part-time also in some other places. Or
if you feel that financially, if you are a little bit low or something like that, then you can, cover up doing some part-time jobs on weekend and like that. And to do that, Can you share what is the rough contract did you get in terms of money? Did you have to open any block account for the visa? What are the things that goes there?
For me, there was no need to block account. I was getting like enough stipend for me to survive here. For 3 years, I'm getting 3 different sum of Gehalter salary. For first year, I will be getting like around 39 euros per month.
Yeah.
And it comes second year, it's 1,000 euros per month. And in the third year, it's 1,100 euros per month.
It's good money for survival for single person, even though, as I said, that if you have shorted some time that you want to do something or something like that, you can do one big part-time work and get a little bit of cash with you, then it's good. So what is your take on the process? Is it completely doable? What are the things that aspirants need to understand? What amount of patience require? Those are the things sometimes because it's a time-taking process. It might take your nerves that when you start applying, it might take, in your case also, it took around 6 months time to get you the land in the first interview. This kind of things, what are your take on this entire process? And what are your message to the others?
So I stated once I was like looking for different option. I was like, I want to settle down fast. I asked you whether I can come with B1 because I want to come so fast. But later I identified we cannot rush the things. Everything takes its own sweet time. We have to first learn the language, and learning the language is not an easy task because it's a language that is completely different from ours. We have to start from the scratch. For language, we have to patiently learn it. Again, for documentation, again for we have to wait for interview. Means we have to keep it in our mind that it's gonna happen so fast. It will take some time, and the only thing is that we have to move with the flow. That's all. There is no shortcut in doing that. This is the easiest shortcut that we can do as a dentist.
Yeah. That I always tell in my videos, because there is too much of bureaucracy. This program is not like, you cannot compare it with any, university education in other countries like UK and Canada. There, you give money, you get the slot in university and you go study. This is just like luck factor. Okay, it's more like applying for the job and you get some job. It's more like a luck factor plays here, and there might be the possibility that you might not land. In your case, we thought about it when you could not clear the first interview, that should we continue or not, and then we decided in the end that we wait 1 more month, let me try more and all that. And it was lucky enough that you was able to get the other interview, and you did a good job in clearing the interview, and right now you are here. I hope that you are happy with your end result even time.
I would like to thank you because you were there from the very first day of my journey, I would say. Not even 1 month after, 2 months after. It's from the very first day. I started to plan coming to Germany only after I booked a Zoom meeting with you. First I booked a Zoom meeting. I got the necessary information. Then only I stepped into doing it. You were there for all the time. You used to reply me whatever messages I sent you. And thank you, sir. You have done a great job. And more than me, I will thank you, actually.
It's my pleasure. Yeah. Thank you very much, Dr. Shruti, for your valuable time. I hope you are enjoying the Germany. You are enjoying the weather right now. It is very pleasant right now. It is perhaps a little bit cold, but you will get used to it. Thank you very much. If you guys have also any doubts and something like that, you can also book the Zoom call like Dr. Shruti, and we can see that how we can help you. Till then, have a nice day.